Hey, Bohemia with Bohemian Stars Emotion Heart Readings, and today we're going to go ahead into a reading to see what is your next lifetime looking like based upon things that you have control over this lifetime. So there could be things for next lifetime that are set in stone. Maybe you were like 4 lifetimes ago, you were like, hey, in 5 lifetimes, I agree to this contract for XYZ. However, there's going to be a lot of things that you're doing now that can really play into what is coming up, okay? So you want to see, are there awesome things you're doing that are making wonderful gifts next lifetime? Are there some things we're doing that are kind of, maybe messing some things up, not gonna lie. So let's see. I have this cute little fortune teller thing. They're like Valentine's, and I got them to do on Valentine's readings, and then I didn't use them, I forgot. So pick an eye, a dice, a pizza, or a dog. Pick one of those, and I will see you on your timestamp. All right, for those of you who chose the eye up here, we're going to go ahead and see what's coming up next lifetime. We're going to pull some potluck mix of cards, and then we're going to go into more information, okay? Pull some further cards. So we do have blessings. There are blessings immediately bestowed upon you. There is going to be a guiding hand from the spiritual world, sending back some of the energy that you created this lifetime. So it is noted that you have done some good things this lifetime, and good will be coming back around. You guys really made sure to, listen to your conscience in some ways, to utilize your resources, the power of your mind, your decisions, and even the influence you had over others to try to make good things happen, to try to help people be good people, make a situation be positive, just bring in positive energy. So there's a lot with hands here too. So you might even have like really good looking hands, and somehow that helps you out. So you have hands, hands, hands. This is a Mercury card. Mercury rules the hands through Gemini. And we see a good like handprint left. Could also mean you have really good palmistry. So if people look at your palms next lifetime, they'll be like, wow, you have some good markers of being blessed in here. Okay, we also have the Nine of Hearts that really shows that energy as well. Some great blessings that you have. We have 10 of Pentacles, so you could be brought into a family that's very secure, very stable. You really like your local community. You're seen well in your local community. We have the Ace of Pentacles here. Really beautiful energy here. I'm going to switch some of these around. Yeah, so you could have where you're nurtured very well. This is a fern frond here. So already with the timid deer, little, what are they, fawnlings? The fawn, is it just fawn? You're already being nurtured at a very young age, and being brought up by, your community around you, and having a lot of the things that you want. Maybe even being a little spoiled. We have a lot of gifts. With the Nine of Hearts and the Ace of Pentacles, a lot of gifts and presents and blessings. People just being so happy. People that want you to be their kid. They want to put their hands on you. Like, as far as like, that's my baby over there. Come here. Let me give you a blessing. Like, they want to bless your head as you're a small child already. They want to be your godparents. They want to be the ones who get to, like, you're just their favorite already, right? They'll be like, that's my baby, right? They'll tell your parents, you gave birth to them, but that's my baby. So there's so much love here, which is beautiful. Dwell on what you love. Oh my goodness. We have magic here going on. The magic wants to peek out right there. Dwell on what you love. So it'll be a life where you will have a lot of beauty, a lot of joy. I'm seeing 2 different environments. Some of you will grow up in desert environment, and some of you it will be woodland, like very, very verdant woodland, a lot of ferns and vines and moss and things like that. All right, and here we go. A lot of trees going on. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. So it would be a very feeling lifetime. You probably have a lot of earth and water with mercurial energy. So Virgo is an earth sign that is also mercurial. The sacred sun. Okay, so it is possible. We do have androgynous energy here, or gender fluid energy here, but we do also have sun. So if you're wondering how you might identify next lifetime, it's possible that you could identify as a sun. But again, there's this energy of you being so loved. Now, one thing we do see to work on is fears. There will be some fears that you currently have that it looks like that you're carrying into next lifetime here. Release your fears, it says, and we have the 10 of Swords. So it could be literally as you're passing, there's fears that you have not gotten rid of. We already see the yellow butterfly. Yellow butterflies are a strong symbol for the immortal child. And they are a symbol of well, in graveyard cemeteries, graveyard speak, you see them on the tombs of children. So it could be here that you really want to work through your fears because you don't want to pass away early, especially when you have such a beautiful family, beautiful community. You don't want to, for whatever it is, some trauma that you have from some fears that are going on now, you don't want that energy to shorten your lifespan so that you don't live past 10 or 12, okay? We don't need to be afraid right now. We're just looking proactively, specifically for that reason, right? Like right now, if we were like, hey, my past life self could have fixed some of my concerns right now and lengthened my life, like, hey, past life self, get it together. So that's what we're doing right now, okay? So there is that red flag here that is saying you could live longer, and a good reason for checking in with a reading like this to see all these beautiful blessings you have coming up, which are so amazing, but also to see, okay, let's work on releasing some of our fears because we don't want to let any of these fears shorten this amazing, gorgeous lifetime we have and really give our parents a heartbreak next lifetime. Okay, so let's look into it. I was drawn to the very earthy deck as well for this group. Oh, okay. Continuum, that's what they're saying. And this is the card of reincarnation and lifetimes and soul energy over and over. So they're saying, yes, you make sure that we can bring this energy back to its full length that it should be. That's the message. That's the message. We don't want to get lost and entangled and kind of choke our energy out. Spiritual realms with you. Yes, we have your wish here. So the spirit world said for some of you, your fears, maybe your fear literally is not living a long life and you sense that. Some of you also, your fear could be not getting your wishes, your hopes, and your dreams, but you carry it so intensely that it stifles your life. It stifles like your chi, your energy force, okay? So those are things to release. Your ancestors really want to help you with that. You have the support of the spirit realm. You're a very, very like favored person, really. You just don't always sense that, but we have these orbs here around you as well. We have the flower growing from the lotus root regardless, up through the mud and blooming regardless of what is the feeling we have, okay? And so that could be why next lifetime you'll have more stable feelings, more stable emotions, and have figured that out a little bit, okay? But there could still be that recoil of energy here. Love and love and love. That's when you have wishes and love. Just getting rid of that fear of being lost, that fear of your spiritual power, that fear that you're not going to be happy, and instead realize you already are loved. There's 3 waterfalls there, right? Beautiful 3 of Cups celebration. That would be the best advice as to what to do. Don't worry if you're different than people, opposite than people. Don't worry that you have to change who you are to get people who are different than you to love you or to connect with you. This says keep moving forward in a good way, and don't traumatize, don't internalize like a trauma if you don't get something that out of a development of love or your wishes, okay? And try to release that fear that you're just going to be like this lost person, like your soul doesn't have an anchor, or that you're going to make a wrong decision, okay? Trust yourself as a go with the flow person and understand the power of your spirit. Like, you are a spirit that's very beloved. You will always find your right community. You will always find your way, and you will always have gifts and blessings on the way, okay? So if you remember that, you're going to be more open to it and you're going to enjoy the path. Don't like curse your path and like think that you do things the wrong way just because your life develops differently than others, okay? And by getting rid of that built up kind of trauma, fear, confusion that you have, you're going to have a long, healthy life next lifetime, because they already said 10 of Pentacles, you're meant to live a really long lifetime. You just have this other energy kind of interfering. All right, that's what I'm seeing. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye. Okay, for those of you who chose the little dog, let's go ahead and see what's going on next lifetime. We're going to look at a potluck mix of cards, and then we'll pull some other cards as well, okay? So next lifetime, inner gate, liberator here, the emperor. We have a lot of like deep indigos and reds already. Again, we have these blue, indigo, red kind of vibes going on. Dress rehearsal. So some of you were wondering, will I reincarnate? Like, is that something I would do? This is yes, because dress rehearsal is like, hey, you know, life is temporary. It's something that you do as practice. There's choices. There's different courses you can take. So yes, 100%. So next lifetime, it looks like definitely we have a liberator going with the torch at the emperor. We have you being a very deep, independent person who's here for real shifts. You understand, look, this is temporary. Like, I check the matrix early. I understand like the falsity in this realm, but I also want to do what I came here to do. I want to flourish. I want to thrive. And part of what you guys are really interested in, the Emperor card is an Aries Mars card, and it's right here facing off with the Liberator. So this says freeing yourselves and others from outdated beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns, things of that nature. Eight of Swords, freeing people. Eight of Swords can show someone in prison or in anxiety and fears, somebody chained or even trapped, maybe physically held. So 100% is like next lifetime you're gonna be a complete like just a rebel in that way. All right, very committed to it. And it could be that you already have contracts about this. Contracts to this Ace of Clubs is that Fire Mars energy again. So I already have contracts in place to use my wisdom. 25 is a 7 here. To use my wisdom to make changes in the world in a real way. I'm not going to be sitting at home telling everyone else they should go out and change this and that, and oh, this is the problem with society. I'm going to be the one with all that deep wisdom and stuff that I'm going to use to change things, okay? We have a 52 as well. We have 25, 25, 52. So those numbers could be significant. Maybe you'll be born on the 25th, or Aquarius, maybe February 5th. An Aquarius would totally make sense. We also have Sapphire here, so you could be born under that birthstone next lifetime. Regenerate community. And there's that energy of I want to make sure community is good. 10 of Cups. Your community is going to be like your family. This also gives me the energy of somebody who is doing things like community service, somebody who from a young age, so you could see your parent next lifetime. They could be the one who has some Virgoian energy, some Piscean energy to them, and they will be teaching you acts of service, which that axis of Pisces Virgo really connects with. They will be teaching you spiritual importance of doing service from a very young age, even when you're kind of all over. So you guys have more Aries Aquarius energy. It looks like you'll be born with a parent who's more Virgo Pisces, and they will be teaching you how to find focus and how to let your heart speak in a way that can enact change in a multitude of ways. So I think it'll be a very good balance with your like just tear it, burn it down kind of vibe that you're coming into things with. And so this looks like they're going to teach you how to go and do art with community, or build a community garden, or go and give food back to the community, all different things on top of this protesting and stuff that you like to do. You have a lot of heart, a lot of heart. You understand life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. So you guys seem 100% like you're going to get it. Like, yes, I'm going to reincarnate. I'm going to shake things up. And let's go. Create unnecessary stress. So your parent will have to help you know how to be like a positive rebel versus a rebel without a cause a little bit. And it's going to be, yeah, there's a karmic contract definitely about who's going to be your parent already. So it could be someone who they owe you a lot of patience. They owe you a lot of calm. Maybe they've caused some calamity for you, so they're gonna have to be very patient next lifetime as you figure things out, and you could be an intensely wild child for them. Okay, it could be, well, I'm seeing multiple kind of parents here, but we do have the father figure, the emperor here, but we do also have a very strong mother figure. So it could be both parents. We have balance here. They'll bring in the dynamic that you want, and you can see that your parents might carry the different sides of you. You can have the one parent who's just straight rebel, and the other parent who's like a nurturing rebel kind of vibe. I'm walking, yes indeed, and I'm talking about you and me. I'm hoping that you'll come back to me. Some of you said, but what about the love stuff? So this looks like there will be some kind of romantic connection coming back around as well. So your parents and your romantic partner look very, very karmic. They look like we have contract with that, and we're trying to make sure that we bring this energy back around. And again, we have these reds and these kind of indigo, sapphire blues going on. And there's the Empress. Strong parental dynamics going on. This is a very lunar type Empress, which I love. We usually see a Venusian Empress. This one has all the juiciness of a Venusian Empress, but has lunar energies, which makes sense. Sign of the mother, Cancer. So there could be that your partner would be a Cancerian or a water sign, 100%. It does look like you'll have multiple soulmates around, but there's going to be one that's really, really important, and they could carry the energy of the Empress with them. Very much a nurturer. They'll be very calm and passive compared to how fiery and dynamic you're coming into things. They'll also be very emotional, okay? So these are the things that you'll have going on. Now, this doesn't sound like there's any specific like here's your blessings, here's your curses kind of vibe. It just looks like overall it's showing the work that you're going here to do. Your spirit crew is saying they're not going to tell you everything here. We have the Sphinx already coming through when it comes to this lifetime. So it could be important for you to experience things. Yeah, they're saying it's important that one, you're a soul that you can get bored with things, and two, you're going to need to, like, certain losses you can't know ahead of time because you need to experience them as a loss. So there's going to be ups and downs that you're meant to adjust to, and it's because you're a soul who gets bored with things. You're a soul who's a mover and shaker. You're a soul who needs to have a lot of action going on in this next lifetime. They said, okay, let's talk about, okay, so location. So you might also move out on your own as well. You'll be like, I don't want anything. So from a young age, you're going to be like, parents, you don't have to take care of me. I can do this myself. I want to move to a warmer location or where the action is. Yeah, I might not really know how to do it, but I'm just going to do it anyways. And you're going to break away and move away on your own very early in life. You're going to feel like, look, I put you through enough already. You're going to feel like, yeah, it's saying you're going to be very financially stable. You might not even communicate so much because maybe your parents do want to keep taking care of you. So independence is very, very important. We saw those sevens. That shows independence as well. It shows working on your emotions, and it's a karmic number. It shows water energy coming in. We have that water kind of partner coming in. So you're going to be really working on yourself a lot. And it's not that you mean to be cold or anything. I think that you just want to respect what your parents will have already done for you. It looks like they're going to have to do intensely, like a lot for you in younger years. And you also just want to grow and be a free person and push yourself. And so you're not always going to like call or listen to them. And you could already have a family that maybe has like a family business set and things like that, and you'll be like, no, I need to earn it on my own. I don't want to just take what you have, pops. Like I should contribute something. So it looks like you're going to have like really strong morals that way, and you're going to be really like set. You're going to be very stubborn once you decide something like that, even if your loved ones want to share or take care of you. Okay, so it does look like, yeah, you're different soulmates, and it does look like there's a lot of karmic soulmates that are coming along with you, and you might not always have the best boundaries with them. So you might have like your, like, you know, bigger soulmate here, your life partner kind of waiting at certain points, but you're getting distracted by many different karmic soulmates and trying to figure all of that out. So that can definitely be something that's going on as well. So the more you clear those contracts out now, the quicker you can get to just enjoying your good, solid partner next lifetime. Because I do feel like you guys will, you know, connect probably for most of you teenage years or early 20s, if not before then. So I don't feel like you need to wait a long time for your soulmate next lifetime. But I think if you don't deal with all your karmic connections with people, and it doesn't have to be even romantic this lifetime. Sometimes someone who's like your karmic nemesis or something, they can turn into like a love suitor, but like in a karmic way next lifetime. So the more you deal with those kind of like ornery contracts that are like negative ones, the less confusion you'll have with that Seven of Hearts there next lifetime, the less you'll have some of these weird surprises that kind of drain your connection. And also it looks like it steals your joy and it steals your confidence as well. This huge firepower you kind of come into things with. It could, if you're not prepared and we don't break away from these negative connections and you get kind of tricked into thinking you need to reflect with all these karmic relationships, it will really start pulling you and your soulmate in different directions and change your path, and it will distract you from your life goals. Okay, so yeah, and it's like you wouldn't be proud. It will really like be a buzzkill for your energy. So the hope from future self is that you will enjoy more. You'll allow yourself now to cut with a quickness those contracts and ties from people that you have like negative vibes and energy and already past lifetimes with, and that will open you up to just much more joy, and you can be like this positive trickster next lifetime and get a lot of your soul's wishes that you're already, I feel like some of you are already blessing yourself next lifetime, which is beautiful, and that will really help you stay in that happy zone and just like conquering the real stuff that needs to be shifted in the collective when you next incarnate. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye. All right, for those of you who chose the pizza group, let's go ahead and do a potluck mix of cards here from different decks to get some information about what will be going on next lifetime, any pluses or minuses, and how it's playing out right now. And then we'll also pull some additional cards here to get more information and advice, okay? So let's check it out. We have you are gifted. I love it. First card down, you're going to be intelligent and talented. You say, I already got it, so I'm going to carry it with me. Intelligent, talented, gifted. Off the bat, we have Joker reversed. So you have to make sure, it's the shield reverse. You have to make sure not to trick yourself, though, into like, not using your gifts. That's already off the bat. It's like you're going to be super talented, but you don't want to clown yourself by like, like thinking like, okay, I'm so talented, I'm not going to work on my gifts, or I don't have to do anything in life because I'm just going to be the golden child. And then you're like, wait, they didn't like my admissions letter? What? Like, so this is saying, look, very quickly you learn, don't play yourself, okay? Don't play yourself. Problem solving. You guys could be really smart. Like, we're talking high IQ. And so this is saying stay focused, stay solution oriented. When you get a challenge in life, don't back down, quit, sit on the sideline. So if that's something you recognize that you have trouble with this lifetime, or that maybe you're good at taking challenges, but you're just tired of it. Sometimes souls are really good at things. We're just tired of it, right? Like okay, I'm done with that. I don't want to have to face challenges anymore. So now I'm just gonna suck at it. So if you notice that tendency already, this is saying shift that energy. Make sure that you, in this lifetime, being very confident in resolving things, you look at problems head on, you take care of your mind, you just raise that vibration and have a really good connection with that already, so that you go in with it as a real superpower next lifetime, okay? All right. We have Six of Pentacles. So you could be very food conscious, earth conscious here at Six of Earth, going into next lifetime 100%. You want to live somewhere where people really care about things. So you'll try to place yourself so that you'll be born into a community that they care about their air quality. They care about natural food. They care about not spraying pesticides in that town or that county or that state or whatever, that country. You'll really care about that kind of thing. Equal exchange, very fair person. You're going to have big thoughts about this. If you do personality types, it looks like you're going to have a T, okay? So you know how there's like um, INTP, you'll have T, you'll be a thinker for sure. And probably an S as well. You're going to be very sensory based around like thinking about your physical surroundings, and be very much mental based as far as processing things through thoughts more than feelings all the time, okay? But you're going to really care about what's going on in your surroundings. You're going to be somebody who, again, wants to be really fair and charitable and equal exchange kind of person. You can also be somebody who becomes, you go to a school, definitely education's big. So something that would be, at least in this lifetime, the equivalent of like a very successful alma mater or something of that nature, okay? Nine of chalices here. So we have wish fulfillment coming for you. You do have good karma, good energy, and there's a certain goal that maybe you couldn't achieve it this lifetime, but you'll achieve it next lifetime. So maybe you say, oh, I wish I had grown up knowing about healthy eating, healthy organic food, being connected to Mother Earth, and having good schools or scholastic opportunities around me. So this could be a big wish fulfillment for some of you who didn't have those opportunities, or there can be another opportunity that way. We have Taurus energy a lot here. We have Gemini, Taurus, and a little bit of Pisces here. So you guys definitely could be born around the time of Gemini, Taurus. Calm your mind, body, and soul. Yeah, it looks like you're looking for a busy and interactive, very engaging childhood, but one where you also can relax and be at peace and have nice birthdays. Some of you didn't have very good birthdays this lifetime. It is like a joke, okay? So you're going to really be happy to get some nice interaction for your birthdays. We have 30 here, so it's possible that you could be born on the 30th of whichever month, okay? Okay, we have the Magician, definitely Gemini energy, and you guys being so freaking smart, but a bit of a trickster is all over this, okay? You guys will be so genius. Like, what even is this? And again, very connected to your local surroundings. Wow, powerful manifestors, and getting, you will see your goals. You will see the blessing, the harvest of your goals, 100%, and then be able to flip that and get some change for it, okay? So intelligent. You guys could be the kids that at a very young age you're like having not just a lemonade stand, but you start your own business or something, and that's just like a side thing because you're thinking even bigger, okay? 100%. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Okay, you also look like you have a very smart mom this lifetime, like wicked smart. Okay, doesn't play, will get on you. It looks like single parent, like a child very close to a single parent is very possible. So it could be that either one parent's just away a lot, or maybe there was a passing or a divorce or something like that. But it does look like there'll be a single parent. This parent will have an amazing voice, and they will be very musical as well. They'll be very good with their words, very good with their words. And even if you don't have the best, technically to others, the best house or surroundings, you'll feel like it. We already saw that you feel like you're living in some thriving, like fancy beach community. So whatever it is, they're going to find a way to make it feel like you're living in a castle. Even if technically when you are older, you're like, dang, we weren't even really, I thought we were well off when I was younger, because of the way that you took care of me, the way you took care of our home, the accessibility that we had to the earth and to schools. They really, really, really make sure to make sure you're living a very good life. We have golden energy, the sun. 100%. They're going to make sure that you can shine, 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 that you never. We have sunflowers everywhere. You might live somewhere where there's a lot of sunflowers. You could also have some Leo in your chart, but they're going to make sure, probably a Leo moon, that you are so confident in yourself that you just never have to second guess your identity, being who you are, and that you're placed in the absolute best conditions to bloom to the best of their abilities. And just a very blessed child, a very beloved child, 100%. Is that, am I a legend? You can't be in show business for 60 years and not be a legend. So you will become very renowned in your field. You could also have a big old cheesy smile, okay? So things like that. If you weren't taken care of well this lifetime, it looks like you, this next one, you will be very taken care of. Your dental, your health, your nutrition, all of that is going to be so important to you and your parent, and you're really going to make sure that you thrive and have what you need. And again, very quickly get into whatever specialized studies that you need for what you want to do for life. You're going to have a lot of support from your parent for whatever your natural talents is. That is such a blessing. They're going to recognize your talent and they're going to encourage you in your field and make it happen for you. Even if you have to, this could also be you be someone who get very good scholarships. You'll have people that want to pay for your talent or help you invest into your talent very, very early. Okay. So the advice to make sure that these things come around is we have release resentments about money. It's like, yes, it can be upsetting how money is done in the world. Maybe you didn't have some of these blessings this lifetime, or maybe you did but there was mistakes with it, or you realized that you didn't always support the best companies or the best food, or some, maybe your company, you're realizing now as you get more woke, oh my gosh, I didn't even think about Mother Earth. There could be guilt or resentments or frustrations when it's come to money and when it comes to resources and how stable and taken care of you've been, and your relationship between you and the earth. Okay, so this is saying you have to let that energy go to allow these blessings to really flourish next lifetime. Otherwise, you in your own natal chart, when you were born into this family, you could bring in, boom, the energy of lack, right? That can happen. You can have someone, you can see sometimes in a family, one person will have a different energy that they'll bring in and shake up the dynamic, right? Not to say children are guilty, but just the energy of it, right? The way our charts interact. So right now, the plan is for your chart and your parents' chart to interact in a very abundant way, to a way it doesn't even make sense. Like what you guys are given and what you bring out of it. Like someone will give you, oh, here's some bird seed, and the next thing you know, you guys will have a sunflower business that's like thriving and like renowned in the country, and people will be like, what? Like I just threw my bird seed in your yard, right? I was a rude neighbor, and all of a sudden you're like have renowned sunflower fields for decades. Like what? So that's the kind of energy you guys are meant to have together, you and your parent. It could be a very small family. Some of you'll be an only child, 100%. So we want to get rid of these like frustrations. If you weren't taken care of, if you had weird family dynamics, if you didn't have stability, if you weren't well received in your current neighborhood, things of that nature. Okay. All right. Let me hurry along. Oh my gosh, this one's going long. Okay. So yes, breath, courage. This is saying don't mistreat what you see as being like people from the rough side of the tracks, or things of that nature. Don't speak down on people who come from different backgrounds. Um, things, yeah. It says no matter where you land. Oh my gosh, I just looked down. No matter where you land, the ride will be strange, magnificent, and oh so worth it. That's exactly it. Have courage. have courage, okay? Now, you guys might also go through some heartache this lifetime. Right now, another thing that you might want to work on is it looks like for some reason you're not receiving love, but I see that you guys have put a wish fulfillment that you want to receive love earlier in life from a romantic partner. Right now, it looks like it would be later in life, if at all. There is a lot of solitary energy here, single parent, single child, and then maybe not marrying. Now, some of you are saying, I don't want to. So just focusing on my gifts and talents and being this genius person who has community and has a loving parent, but doesn't have to have too many personal ties actually sounds very refreshing to me. So some of you might like that. But it's saying here you want to work on maybe the crassness of your personal connections and make sure not to be too indebted karmically to people. Some of you have been really rough on other people's emotions and hearts, and you need to mend that a bit more so that you don't end up having to be overly isolated for that specific reason. There can be many different reasons that people are isolated, but for your particular path, you don't want to be overly isolated next lifetime and have to have love only way later in life, or maybe not at all. It just never works out for whatever reason. It just doesn't come together. So if you've known, like, yeah, you know what, I made mistakes, maybe I wasn't the best to my exes, or I'm just, I haven't been respectful to my sibling relationships or whatever it is, and there's been a lot of pain that I've caused. I haven't been the best in that. You want to heal those dynamics this lifetime so you can give yourself the chance to flourish more early in your love life, and so that you can have more lasting love that is from a higher emotional IQ. So when it comes to intelligence IQ and your skilled IQ, very, very high. Emotional IQ isn't as high as it should be. That doesn't mean you're not an emotional person. A lot of people are very feeling and emotional, but they're not smart or considerate of the other person. They think they are, but really they're in their own feelings, like a four cups kind of point where it's almost like too self-reflective. And that's what they are cautioning here. Yeah, loss of identity, needing to assert oneself, but here's barnacles growing up on another person here. So some of you, again, you might like this because you're like, yeah, I've been very codependent and I lost myself to my partner and to my, different people. And so I like being independent, but do it in a healed manner, okay? We have spiritual support and guidance being around you, trying to help you come to whatever is your best terms for your love life and dynamic next lifetime, okay? And help you go with the flow a lot more, needing to relieve tension before things explode. Inner calm, peace, and balance is their advice here. Yeah, because this is a 142. It's not quite to love here, 143. So they want you to be honest about your feelings, be responsible for them, soothe whatever mistakes or damages or manipulations have happened because of emotional reactions that you've had. Pay attention to things before they get to the point that they're very hurtful for people. And then in your new time, right, in your next incarnation, you'll do a lot better. You'll be able to have more romantic love and closer friendships moving forward, okay? I know we are over on time on this one, but I want you to get your full messages here. Opportunities knocking. Yeah, don't see limitations. Don't see limitations. So they're saying, again, don't look down on people who grow from limited places, and don't judge where people come from and things of that dynamic. It can be yourself. Some people come from hard times and they look down their nose at other people who do. They want to be the only one in the suburbs hiding so no one can know their past. They're saying, do not be like that. Get out of that hive mind, because that blocks your plenteous energy here, your abundant energy, and it makes you be the wrong kind of rebel. It makes you fight for the wrong things. You're meant to have opportunities to celebrate, to be in joy. Oh my goodness, you got you're the pizza group, and there's a pizza slice actually on your oracle card. Enjoying. So all good things are meant. You have your deity channeling in here, giving their thoughts on things and letting you know you're going to be genius. Okay, you can also be Aquarius, so you're gonna do well. Okay, you already have this these dynamics being prepared, but now you know how you can help make yourself feel more at home on this planet next lifetime. Okay, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye. All right, for those of you who chose the dice, let's go ahead and see. So excited. Last group. Hey. Let's go ahead and see what's going on next lifetime. We're going to get potluck mix of cards here, which means a bunch of different decks that I pull cards from. And then we'll go ahead and use an oracle here and tap in a little bit more, okay? So let's see. Okay, so first we have this Two of Pentacles reverse, and it has the whole like atlas on here, carrying out the task of the boulder on the back kind of vibe. So this reverse, you guys could be an earth sign, a very, very stubborn earth sign, have strong earth in your chart somehow. Your south node could be end up being earth somehow. Um, when they tally everything up with your spirit team before you come through, your spirit crew's over here like, let's see, let's calculate this before we go in. Yeah, it just looks like earth wins out somehow coming through, but it looks like you're gonna be fit, like you're gonna be strong, very, very, very strong. You could be someone who comes in being very particular about how you do your health and your body, and just, you know, people are like, man, you're a beast. Like you're fit for no reason. Like you're 5 years old. Why do you have muscles? So you could be very, very, very strong. Yeah, we have the Master of Crystals here. It's like it don't make any sense. Strong earth energy, Capricorn towards Virgo here. Very strong. They're like, you're not even grown yet. Very fit. You do have to watch out overdoing it, I would say. We have winter here. So a winter earth sign would be Capricorn. There could be a lot of people who end up being Capricorn here, or maybe having Capricorn south or north nodes in this group. But we also have spring. So Taurus and Capricorn are the biggest earth sign energies getting picked up here. North-south node vibes, okay? Very much caring about physical form. All right, we have the moon. So we do have you being very emotional, though. Very sensitive, very intuitive, very psychic. I mean, this is like a whole tidal wave. This is a lot here. So you guys will be very emotional people, very hangry people for sure. Very, very particular about what you eat next lifetime. But you could have some water influence, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio as well. So you could be strong earth energies and then have water moons going on. And here it's about balance. I think that could be why you guys focus on your physical body so much. There is a Virgo vibe here as well. Is because when your physical self is out of balance, it becomes almost impossible to control yourself emotionally. So the more you guys have the task of like tending to your physical self, the more you make your emotions and your intuition like get in check. I had said some of the personality types, IMDb for the other group. This would also be a S group where you are more sensing through your physical body, okay? If you know personality types, you can look that up, yeah. Yes, so this is saying you're not just gonna like, oh, I went for a walk, I did yoga, there's my exercise for this lifetime. That's not how you're going to do it this lifetime, okay? You're going to go and be hardcore, maybe a gym rat for some of you, okay? Okay, this is that right now you don't have a lot of choices. You're gonna feel like there's responsibilities. I think that's why we have a lot of reversals. We have no choices, no choices. You're gonna be born into a situation where you have a ton of responsibilities to take care of, and that's the way it is. And that's why you don't necessarily feel balanced, and probably why you would lean to focusing on your physical body a lot, because it's like the thing that you own, that's your own, that you can do something about. And that could be why we have so much emotion broiling within you. So we're going to look and see their advice of how to shift that, because we definitely want you to go in with having more free will, but it looks like right now there's going to be a lot of circumstances that are pre-planned, or your spiritual guides are going to be saying you have to experience this now. You don't get to say about certain things because XYZ occurred this lifetime you're currently in, and we have to make sure that we recalibrate you. So there's going to be something like that going on. You will be surprised, reverse, some surprises that you don't quite like, and that's why you naturally inside are just like emotional and like grumping about it. Resorting to violence in the name of a cause. So some of you could have made mistakes this lifetime that had to do with something that was emotionally violent or physically violent. Your thoughts or ideas, because there's a map here. So maybe to you, you're like, oh yeah, Avengers. That's actually a good example, because we know that those big action hero movies are complete like US propaganda, right? To make sure everyone stays like super nationalist about things. That's 100% why they're funded. So for example, there could be some ideals or emotions or some physical actions that you've taken that were actually dangerous to other people in the other parts of the world. So right now what you could do is check in with yourself and not just say, well, everyone else is doing it, well, it's trending, well, I'm uncomfortable. if I don't support this company. This is easier for me. So who cares if they're hurting people in another part of the country? Well, the spiritual world is going to note that as violence. They don't care, about to them it's still equally, they see the cause and the effect, so they don't care that it was on the other side of the world and that you didn't see it happen. It still created that, right? And so that could be why you will end up having a lot of discomfort physically, and you'll be made to challenge your physical form. You could have where your physical body is needed to be used by somebody. So for example, maybe you're born into a family where you have somebody that you have to take care of physically, something of that nature. So this is a big thing going on. Yeah, the miser, obsessive fear of losing wealth, money, emotions, status. Yeah, needing to share life's riches more. So they say the advice for this right now, even if you're an entrepreneur, make sure you give back to people, that you are honorable with your financial decisions. Again, the companies that you support, how you use your resources, how you treat others in the earth through your finances, and with different financial differences. Okay, don't get too greedy about financial things. That's a hard thing in the spiritual community. There's a lot of classism disguised as manifesting in the spiritual community, right? There's a lot of privilege straight up, supremacy straight up, that is disguised as manifesting, being positive, love and light. That's why I don't use that phrase. It's an appropriated phrase from like a cult. And so these kind of, look, I got to talk about it because it's coming up in your reading, right? It's saying these kind of dynamics where we're like, well, but everyone else is doing it, but it's okay. That means these kind of things are making you suffer next lifetime. And obviously I'm supposed to give it to you real and help you shift that so you don't have to experience that. So let's talk about it. So this is saying by shifting those things, catching those things, departing from those kind of collective or individual mindsets, being respectful of your money, knowing how to thrive abundantly yourself without being disrespectful to others, or without doing something quick and shady, or long and shady, whatever it is, that hurt other people just to get yours. You will help yourself get out of this kind of physical snare or trap for next lifetime, okay? It's like a big thing here. Yeah, it's like the snake and the rabbit, the snake getting the rabbit, because the snake is double-headed. So we might think, well, I'll just do, I'll just be low key, I'll just be cunning, I'll just be slick with it or whatever it is, and it won't catch me. But you don't see that that snake that you're joining in, being a part of, is double-headed and will catch you when you're the rabbit next lifetime, is the vibe. Against, in a spontaneous way we don't like, okay? Yeah, Seven of Swords, intricacies of industry, right? Coming back around and getting us. Dang, I'm trying to get y'all a different message, and they're like, Kimi, we said. Queen of Swords reverse, we said what we said. They need to know so they can change their contracts and their mindset right now. You got to keep it real with them, because they're saying right now there hasn't been a forgiveness for this. Right? Now, some of you, it says feeling left out or being kept in the dark, going over one's head. So they know some of you might be like, this doesn't resonate with me. I don't think it applies. I think I'm the perfect angel. I think I can be a part of whatever I want. It doesn't matter. I'm going to walk away and not take anything from this. Ooh, shin bone. It's going to get you in your shin bone later, though. So it's going to resonate. And when you need to remember these messages before, whenever you click off, you'll remember them, okay? And the spirit world will tell you. They're saying you don't want to miss blessings. Don't leave blessings on the table because we don't want to listen and we want to be messy. I almost said messy. They said stop, halt. All right, listen to this. Knight of Swords and the Emperor, okay? So you could be also, all right, so with this group, yeah, it could be simple things too, because it's hair. Bernice's hair is the constellation here on the Four of Hearts. I mentioned the Four of Cups earlier, and here we have somebody who doesn't have hair with the sword cutting it off. So it could be something from like, oh, I have a wig business and I don't care to see where this hair comes from. Am I hurting other human beings? Do they have their freedom? Like, it could be so many things when it comes to morals and ethics and things of that nature in this group, and having to see, which emperors colonize everything, right? They just take whatever they want from anyone and everyone and say, this is mine now. So getting rid of this internal emperor in you, this kind of empirical energy going on, this social energy that's like very clannish and groupish, as far as like clickety click. If I just go and find an online group that believes in what I'm doing, then I can get away with it morally, ethically, kind of vibe. So this is saying, look, you have so much baggage in those regards to release. So many ways that you can think about others, the earth, responsibility to others and respect to others, not having to deal with theft and ownership and appropriation and violence and hurt towards others. There's so many more ways that you can continue. And if you're on that path and you do try to live as a very conscious person, this is saying with the industries, the way the industries are right now, it's very hard not to, kind of do something wrong, even inadvertently. Like if most of the things, if you support, unfortunately, they're connected to a lot of negativity. So a lot of people get discouraged or they just get entitled and they say, oh, well, if most likely it's going to hurt someone anyway, I'm just going to do what I want. This group, they're saying don't do that unless you want to have to really suffer in some ways next lifetime and start paying that back. I think that's just the beginning of having to pay that back next lifetime, because there's much more that you could be doing rather than suffering through those dynamics. Okay. Let's see some more information. These last two groups went a lot longer, but I'm going to make sure we get all the insight that you need here. Decolonize. Decolonize. Yeah. Oh, and it's reversed. So they're like, some people might not want to hear decolonize and stop chasing the rich stuff at all costs. Tricking yourself when really you're under the influence of other people's mindsets, trying to keep up with whatever groups, wanting to have certain images, trying to match other people. It's not leading to you to a happy result for next lifetime, okay? All right, and some of you just do it because you feel like that's going to make you more attractive to others. It's going to get you a partner. It's going to make you have certain moments, dates, holidays, and things. But they're saying there's too many false expectations with this group, or false entitlement that comes from some false expectations. Some of you weren't respectful during the panty, okay? You weren't social distancing. You weren't trying to take care of yourself, whatever it is. Just examples like this, not caring for the collective. So they said you're someone who's ready to love. You're seeking these answers because you do care. Your heart wants to live a good life this lifetime, next lifetime. Really analyze where we can, chip out some of this stuff more. Maybe you did good for a while, but now you're not recycling. You're not checking the source of your products. You're not really caring about certain things to better the planet and to reduce harm and things of that nature. So this is the time to do so again. All right. Spirit world saying we're not going to just sit here and like surveil you with like a fork to poke you, but it is being measured in the cosmic weight of things, and we will have to correct it moving forward. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye.